Hey everybody, it's Liz from West Star Tarot, and I am here today to do kind of an update to my video about how I associate colors with the months, and then that influences the cards that the decks that I choose each month. So anyway, I got, after I did that video, I got a new Oracle deck. I had briefly seen it online and I thought it looked interesting. The keywords really interested me. The keyword, I'll show you, the keywords are different. I see so many decks with abundance and beauty and I don't know, nature and whatever. This is very different from that. There are some that I see in other decks, but anyway, it was intriguing to me. And when I got it, I noticed that the colors were my February colors: purple, pink, and pops of red. There are other colors, but those are sort of predominantly the colors in this deck. So I thought it was timely that it arrived in February. Ooh, it's called the Dark Earth Oracle. And so because of the name, I didn't really expect it to be so bright colored and to have purples and pinks. I was thinking dark earth. I was thinking browns and grays and blacks and greens and, those kind of earthy colors. So anyway, it is a deck written and created by Stephanie Alia, card illustrations by Katie Mulligan, box and booklet illustrations by Daniela F.A., asteroids and astrology sections by Eve Ostara, edited by Belle Brooks, and graphic design by Tim Wise. So it comes in a really nice box, the old magnetized boxes. Here's the inside. Home is Earth, expansion in the stars, we will journey soon. And then it has, this nice little ribbon. So it's a nice box. It wasn't that expensive, and so when I got it in the mail, and it was wrapped in this beautiful festive wrapping paper, and when I opened it up and saw this really lovely box and beautiful, their holographic gold edging. And the cards are nice. It's not the highest quality, but it's definitely not the kind of cardstock that you go, oh, I don't want to use this deck because the cardstock is so terrible. No, it's really fine. It comes with a nice booklet, and it has 124 pages. It does talk about asteroids and astrology. And in the back, there's, after the card meanings, there's a section on how to integrate astrology into your oracle readings, learning the art of astrological interpretation, zodiac sign meanings, house meanings, the angular houses and axis points, which I don't have any idea what that means, aspect meanings, and movement meanings, so like retrograde, direct, and stationing. So pretty great book. I wanted to read, so the creator is Stephanie, and she said that she was in a major accident that changed her life forever. She had a near-death experience, and so this deck came out of that experience. And she has worked with her colleague and friend, Eve Ostara, who's the astrology person. So this is the introduction. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I think the first couple paragraphs are really interesting. and it explains why the Dark Earth Tarot is named as it is, but we can see that the coloration is different from the feeling I get when I think of Dark Earth. So, the Dark Earth deck is designed to inspire you by illuminating awesome connections between the tangible, the ephemeral, and the ethereal. We are learning how to dance with multiple entities across multiple realms. Our central inspirations for this deck are mycelium, so that's where the name of the deck comes from, and all life on Earth, which it supports. So the mycelium is the foundation or building block for all life on Earth, which it supports in tandem with asteroids, planets, and stars. At first blush, these may seem like wholly disparate things, but the truth is, everything is interconnected. Whether fungi evolved from oceanic microorganisms or arrived in some form via asteroid impact, the fact remains that they are responsible for making the land hospitable to all land-dwelling life forms on Earth. The study of asteroids is the newest evolutionary branch of the ancient art of astrology, which of course used to be inseparable from astronomy, navigation, agriculture, and many other practical things. So goes on to talk a little bit more about astrology, and I'm kind of intrigued by this deck. So anyway, there's 52 cards, which I think is a nice, you can see that lovely holographic, is a lovely size deck. I think it was $40, which I think for 52 cards and this, lovely box and guidebook and good quality cards is really kind of a bargain for an indie deck. So there's numbers at the top and then the keywords at the bottom. So universal web, nourishment, which, when I think about the mycelium, I think about how they nourish the soil and therefore all life, right? Chrysalis, healing, work, eye of the mystic. So now here we are having, like I said, there are some words like healing, work, and the next one is compassion, and intention that we see in other decks. But there are some intriguing ones in here. Intention. And can you see the color palette is right in line with my February colors, pink, purple, and red? Evolution. I love this one. Ancestral tapestry. Self-mastery, resilience, ego. I have to say too that this is not normally the art style that I am usually attracted to in decks, but I guess it was the keywords and the colors that got me. Messages, flow, sanctuary. This was the first card I pulled when I got the deck a few days ago. Thoughts and memory. So that intrigues me. Language barrier. That intrigues me. Animism. That intrigues me. Stewards, which intrigues me. Remediation, mimicry, this one, paradigm shift. So you can see the astral realms. So you can see that there are some kind of unusual, intriguing, interesting concepts being brought forward in this deck. Meditation. This was another one I just pulled. Soul cultivation, path forging, And look at his heart chakra, or I should say their heart chakra. Free will, traveler of dreams, recharge, spirits of nature, source, elements. So I love that one too. Rebuild, divine timing with the clock face, expansion. So if we're talking about asteroids and stars and planets, I think this is a great keyword. Transmutation, player of strings, integration, hope, blockage, the great balance. I mean, I just love, I love the colors, I love the artwork, I love the keywords, the ancient ones. So you can see that this is not just your typical oracle keywords. Energetic field. Wow. Masters of emotion. Dominion. Take a look at that one. Really good, right? Avoidance. Frequency. Collective consciousness. So I love that. Interference. Cosmic sentience. So like I said, you can see that the colors fit right in with my February color scheme, and I love the keywords. I have made this kind of my bedtime or nighttime pull. So instead of here in my little sanctuary, my reading room, I'm keeping this deck in my bedroom, and I have like a little altar set up. So at night, when I do my pull, I can put it right on a card stand, and then I'm looking right at the card when I'm in bed at night. So the card I pulled yesterday or last night is this one card. I think it's 42, Masters of Reality. And I just thought I would use this as the example of what the guidebook says. You can see our friends, the mushrooms. Masters of Reality. We may equate reality to what we see and experience, things we can physically understand through the five senses. When you break everything down to the atomic level, it is all energy. And that energy is made up of 99% empty space. Energy is mutable, and we have the power to transform our reality. The energy that is our bodies and everything around us is in a constant state of flux, subject to the vibrations in the sphere it inhabits. Reality is what we make it. We are being called on to raise the vibration in and around ourselves and to create a world that is more in alignment with our dreams and for the highest good of all life. So I feel like this deck kind of combines New Age philosophy with science and astrology. And so that's an interesting combination. It's like those things all balance each other, so we don't get too dense or too airy. It's a nice combination of a variety of things. So that there's a a paragraph about the card itself, and then we have upright and reversed. So upright for masters of reality. The vision you harbor within you needs to become bigger than you. Share this vision with others so that it can become a more powerful manifestation of reality that serves the greater good. Mental focus is required. So, in other words, we can't just wish it to be so, or we can't just be like, wouldn't it be nice? It takes effort. And so we're going to focus, have mental focus, and do some work to bring about this reality. Mental focus is required to bring forth your vision of reality. Live in the world you see, and others will begin to see it through your eyes. Together we can shift the paradigm, which of course is another key word or key phrase on another card. So reversed, you may feel your vision is misunderstood by those around you. It is difficult to create a shift on our own. Find a way to make yourself part of the bigger picture. You cannot force your reality upon others, but you can lead by example. Live your truth. So if I think kindness and compassion and generosity, a kind, compassionate, generous, bountiful world or earth or community or globe is how I want to experience what I think I'd like to see the globe or our community become. I can't just wish it were true. I have to be that way myself. I have to be kind and loving and generous and compassionate in how I interact with others. So I'm living my vision for the world, and others will see and respond accordingly. So I like that, and I do think there's a lot of truth to that. And I've been trying to do that. It started last January, so for a little over a year now, I decided that being angry and sad and disappointed all the time was not helping me or anybody else. And so last year I decided I'm going to try to spread loving kindness in my day-to-day interactions. And, I can't say I'm 100% successful. After all, I did learn to drive in Boston, and so sometimes I'm an angry driver, but I try to be more patient. And when I'm interacting with people, like at the grocery store or wherever, I try to be kind and compassionate. It's a journey. It's a process. It won't happen overnight. So anyway, that is my newest deck, the Dark Earth Oracle. And I'm just so happy that it arrived during my pink and purple month. I'm enjoying it. I've had it less than a week, but I've pulled from it every day since I got it. And I'm really enjoying it. So have you ever seen this deck? What do you think? Do you have thoughts about it? I'd love to hear your opinion. Peace and love, my friends.